Well, last week we were talking to Jordan Durante. It's this ongoing story about his grandfather, what happened to him, but of course, more importantly for Jordan and his family is the missing millions, allegedly, that's gone somewhere from the trusts. And Jordan, of course, has been on this now for many a year to try and find the money. Well, Ari is now joining us from the Netherlands, who was on one of the original trusts in the 70s. So you know a lot about this, and certainly the audience seems very interested in what's going on. So really, what can you tell us about where this money is or what was set up in the first place?
The point is, I'm a trustee of the trust, in my opinion, yes, because in 1975 I was asked by his grandfather to become trustee, and I signed to be trustee. After 1975, I didn't hear anything at all anymore until it must have been about 2005, 2006, when I was contacted by TMF, or at least one of the predecessors of TMF. And they were not telling me that I was a trustee, but they said to me that I was the appointer, which I think is not correct. But if you ask me now, where are all these millions? I must confess, I have no idea, because I have a severe lack of information.
Yeah, so that sounds unusual, because surely a trustee, you should be fully involved in what's going on.
I should be, but in the beginning years, when Jordan's grandfather was still alive, he managed the trustee. I didn't. I was only named a trustee, which may be a bit silly thing to do. But I was very young when I consented to do it, and as far as I knew, it all had to do with how do you say that in English? A good causes for the money. Sorry, I can't get hold of the right words. For example, the girls' school, boys' school, and hospital of the Freemasons. So that was the reason why I accepted to sign to be the trustee. If I look back now, and with the information I have at the moment, I still believe I am the trustee, although I'm not being called like that by the people who took over. And as I said, I had a severe lack of information because I did not have any contact with his grandfather anymore. And I never knew his grandfather passed away, or was murdered, in fact, I should say. So I have a very strong feeling, very strong feeling, that my name has been misused, and that they took the trusteeship away from me and made me the appointer.
Just by speaking out today, you can maybe put yourself in danger, because as we've heard from Jordan, he thinks that there's been attempts on his life, and obviously, as you say, the grandfather was murdered. Is this something that is really so big that it will never be sorted out, because there's just too many people with a vested interest in not handing over the money?
I thought that several times, yes. On the other hand, I've been now in contact with Jordan since the end of last year. I had information, he had a lot of information, and putting that together, I think there's a lot of proof now. So I think there should be a way to get hold of the money and to particularly get hold of the truth. By the way, personally, I'm not at all interested in the money. I'm interested in my legal position and to have that right.
Well, it's an ongoing story. I think it's quite, we said before, it's almost like something you can't quite believe. It's almost like make-believe that what has gone on here. Yeah. Do you, again, do you think there will be a way of sorting this out? I mean, it seems to me that there's some big dark forces against you.
Well, there are dark forces against us. And that's very clear. On the other hand, as I said, there is by now quite a lot of proof, but we must also realize that on the other side, there are very clever lawyers. Some of them may not be aware of the whole past. Some of them, in my view, certainly are. But okay, we're dealing with clever people, that's clear. So it will be difficult. On the other hand, as I said, putting together his information and my information should give us a reasonable chance to get clarity here. At least I think it's worthwhile to press on and not give up.